Now then, how's it going? It's Friday. It's 4:30. My boss asks it's 5:15, and we've finished work for the weekend. So what we're going to do to enjoy this then, I'm going to fix the Golf because it passed the MOT, but we got a couple of advisories. The advisories was rear brake pads getting low. I've got a bit of knackered drop links, and we've also developed a parking brake issue. Don't know why, but the parking brake's going nuts. Every time you put it on, it's going mental, saying fault this, fault that. So, crack a bottle open of water, and let's get into this biatch. So somewhere around here, in my little parts cabinet, we've got some rear pads, and we should have some Febby Bilstein drop links. So yeah, let's get into this bitch. See you in a bit. So this is the trusty steed. It's not so trusty at the minute because it's a fucking bag of shite. But no, past MOT. I'll show you what we're getting. So if any of yous have had this, let me know what the fix was. So we started up, we've got error stabilis, I can't say that word. Stabilisation, somewhat. Error auto hold. Don't know why I can't speak today. Tyre fault, pressure monitoring system failure. But yeah, she's not happy. So let's get some tools out. Let's get it on some axle stands, and let's get it jacked up. Let's make a weekend of it. Weekend, day, night, whatever. Right, I've had to break out the old axle stands that I got off my granddad. Fucking German. Rumours going about, but nicked these off Hitler himself, so let's give him a test. Not been used since 1920s or something. Let's have a whirl, see if they hold it up. Belting, or should I say not shizer. My granddad had been buzzing knowing that his axle stands are getting put to use. So cheers old boy, appreciate him. Oh, all four wheels off at ground. That's going to give me a bit of easier access. Get out wheels off. Give me a good time, chance to give them all a good scrub, as they've not been done in a while. When I say a while, is they haven't been properly scrubbed since the bottom 2 years back. Right, so that's where we're at the minute. We've made it look like she's stolen and somebody's nicked my wheels. Also, while I'm here, I'm going to whip these out. I'm going to give them a quick clean all the way behind there. Make sure there's no stored mud in there. Give all this shit a jet wash, because that is minging. And then, same with this. Right, so we're going to start undoing all these screws, because it looks pretty tatty in here at the minute, like badly. So what I'm going to do them by hand to start with. Once they've all been done by hand, I can then get the screwdriver on them start. So there you go. If you can see all that. But that is what will make your car rot from the inside out. As if I've got a fucking little baggie in here. What the fuck's that about? But yeah, that is why VWs rust on the inner wings. Alright, let's sort wheel arches out. I'm going to give all this a good jet wash and a good scrub. Look at that brake line. That's left much longer, that's never coming off. So yeah, it's all going to have a bit of maintenance, just whether it's just copper grease getting sprayed on it or, you know, pricing up some new parts. Oh, look at that. You never get into that brake line. Not by the time it fucking fails anyway. But yeah, there you go. That's all them off, ready for a good spray down. Didn't fail on it, got an advisory. Bolts a good scrub with a wire brush. That way it's going to come off a lot easier. So let's get that. Give that a good dousing with some maintenance spray. Because I'm fresh out of WD. My crank seal's leaking slightly. Let's do that. And then these coolant pumps, they're meant to be failing as well, so I'm going to have a quick look into them, see what's wrong with them. Get that straight fucking off. Right, so I don't think this is going to work. I don't think I'm going to get enough angle on here, but we'll try it. Need some grips to grab it. There we go. She's off. From screw fix. Ta-da. Go. Just need to get the arch cleaned out and chuck back on. Job's a good one. chucking that in there. Get it a spin up. And that one in there. Get it a spin up. Right, so it is a 19mm and a 5 key.
Then come if it don't, you don't gamble your life, you don't get that twice. I don't think I'll ever let that slide, but I won't get dough when I get that stripe. We get the worst advice.
And that is how to change drop links on a Golf, as well as giving it a bit of a clean underneath. Right, so I've just wire brushed the wheel nuts because I'll show you what they're looking like. That's one that hasn't been done. You see a lot of corrosion on there, and that's the one that I've just wired up. Also, wheels off, and she's had a proper scrub. I'm also going to rotate, so these are the rears, these are going to go on the front, and the fronts are going to go on the rears. And I'm going to get a bit of spray in there. Let's get the wheel on. Again, I'm just going to put a bit of making the spin up threads, just a bit of WD, just to stop the bolts squealing on way in. Off at this side, but I'm not going to show you because you don't need to see it twice. So cut to me attacking the back brakes tomorrow. See there. Morning. It is Saturday morning, mid-afternoon, it's 11 o'clock, I'm trying to get out of bed. Let's crack back on with the Golf. Rear brakes to do, inner arches to clean out, I think I've done majority of it. Wheel inner liners to clean out, and a valet, and then I'll ask can I have a car back, and then I can crack on with some other shit. So yeah, it's a day out front. And how's it going? So one of the jobs we need to do is we need to find some software to wind the calipers back. Right then, I ain't got a fucking clue what I'm doing, but bear with me and I'll see if I can get the brakes to wind back. Right, we're going for this. See? Right, so I think that I've figured it out. So go to select control module, see if this works. Go to basic settings, start aligning change mode. There we go. Right, and let's get these pads changed. It's looking a bit crusty, is this like, but to be fair, what I should have done was should have bought discs as well, but they can get done next time. Tool, just to pop these caliper retaining pad retaining clamps, or whatever you call them. There you go. They're minging them, they're going to need a good scrub. Right, so that's both pins out. as you can see, they're absolutely covered in shit and they are not going to slide freely at all. So we are going to need to get them scrubbed up before they go back in. And I'm going to advise you for low pads. Let's hope the other side's lower because there's no wrong with that. Same as that one. Absolutely fucking plenty of meat on them. But we'll get them cleaned up and we'll wind the caliper back. All you've got to do is find your correct die size. Once you've got it, bang it into that piston and wind it back. So in my set, my Golf is a size 7. The caliper in. Right, so that's the caliper fully wound back. Just going to get wire brush on some of this stuff and in these channels, and then we'll copper grease it and get new pads in. So yeah, we've gone for Febit Bilstein brakes. And all you want to do, get your copper grease on there, bang your pad in, that is it, that's simple. Pad on, shoot that on there, send that over, and then now, bear with me while I get these cleaned up. 2000 grit sandpaper, and this is the way I do it. Bang that in, get your 1500, turn it down a bit because that's another bit my fingers off. Perfect, that's one done. And then switch back to your 1500. And that is how the both should look. Absolutely spotless. So all we do with these now, get your copper grease on. That'll allow it to slide nice and freely in there. Give us a bit of a clean up and we'll just chuck it back in. So there you go. That is one pad replaced on a Golf Mark 7. Don't forget to put your dust covers back on. There you go. That's now ready for inner arch back on and the wheel back on. So now we're over the passenger side, which is always crustier because this is the curb edge. Now let's see if this side's worse than the other. Yeah. So this one has a lot more wear on it than the other side. So yeah, he did the right thing. Right, so I've also got a fault code showing that the rear wheel speed sensor's faulty. It does look cruddy, but there's no proper way to test that, apart from doing a road test obviously. So we'll do that later, but yeah, there's no damage to the wire, which I was hoping there would be. So it's basically just going to be a test and replace. And so that's them in. So when you're putting your pads in, always make sure but they're nice and free in the sliders. If they're not, it means you need to clean it more. I see that an awful lot of people putting new brake pads in and they're seized and then they're straight away not working as they should. That's rear pads all done on that side. We've just cleaned one wheel arch, got 2 more to go. Yeah, the wheel arches are covered in shite. But they weigh about 50 kilogram each. So yeah, let's get these cleaned up, get them dried off, get them on, wheels cleaned up, wheels chucked on, and then probably get car a quick valet. Plus this hasn't been touched this since last year when it had the timing belt and service, so it's due a bit of love. So there you go. One wheel arch liner back in. Now just alloys to clean. But yeah, cut to me next when all wheels are back on. That's the rear wheel arch in. Look how much cleaner that is. And there we go. The only job left to do now is give her a quick rinse and get her back on floor.